So I have cleaned up the rudder stock surface, and here there's a bit of a cavity. These are smaller cavities. There's a somewhat a little bit bigger, and also this one is rather noticeable. And here is another one, and there is a lot of smaller cavities up in this area. And here we have a few dimples or cavities, and this one is also a noticeable one. These two, not too deep, but they are definitely noticeable as well. So here we are working on the rudder, and I've marked out a few problem spots on the rudder. I've peeled off all the bottom paint with a gel peel and also all of the gel coat, and then I've sanded it smooth again, and this is the results. So where I have put a full circle, there is an osmosis blister. So here's an osmosis blister, and this is just dry laminate, but here there has been osmosis blisters as well. Here the staple line is dry laminate that I need to grind out a little bit. So yeah, the circles indicates osmosis blister. This, the scratches, that indicates I've ground out too much, or there is a sunken in bit of the rudder from manufacturing. Mostly it's me who has been too aggressive with the gel peel, and then I've gotten too deep and I need to build up the surface again. Here I have put an arrow that indicates that there is a crack somewhere. Water is seeping out at this point. Here there's another arrow. That is just a pool of laminate or a pool of resin that has cured. And if you look at this side, I guess you will see that we have some problems. So this is the condition of the rudder stock, and the troubling thing is you can see there is water bubbling out of the shaft, and that is water from inside the rudder that finds its way along the corrosion on the outside of the aluminium shaft. That is not good. So now I'm going to clean up the surface of this shaft using a brush like this with the stainless steel bristles on it, because I don't want to contaminate the aluminium with something else, and hopefully I can repair the shaft. Well, I can honestly say that sometimes the day doesn't go quite as planned, and on very few occasions it actually goes quite a lot better. So, as you probably can see, there should have been a rudder hanging down from this hole. That's not the case anymore. I don't know if the police is going to agree with me that this is a good solution, but here it is. It's in my car and I can take it home and fix it. Yeah, luckily there was a boat lifted at this marina today, so I asked the truck driver if he had the possibility to lift my boat off the rudder, and he said no problem, we'll try and do that. So yeah, it was just rigging the boat for a hoist, and This is the result. So now we can try and mend the rudder as best as possible, and I can also replace the bearing and the bearing housing. So that means that I'm gonna have no more rudder issues in the future, except from maybe I'll have to replace the rudder at some point, but that's far into the future. I'll mend it so it can be used for quite a number of seasons. So yeah, I'm good with that. If we look at this rudder bearing, you can see it isn't round anymore. You see, it's oval, it's flattened in on the sides here, and I cannot turn it. It's supposed to just flip over and come out. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'll try and save this bearing because it's just a few years old and it's all good. Just needs a cleaning. But if not, I'll just cut it and put in a new one. They're quite expensive, but I already bought one, so I'll try to keep this one as a spare and we'll see what happens. So now I'll need to figure out a different setup for the next few days. So let's see what we'll do. Quite unexpected, but that's the way it turns out sometimes. This is the extension tube that the rudder stock is running through up into the boat. This has to be cut out and I need to glass in the new bearing. But I'm going to try and keep this plastic tubing here. Just put some light on it. I'll try to keep this plastic tubing, and I'll try to save this rubber hose bit that's on top of it. And on top here there is a simmer ring, and that's broken. So I'm gonna remove this rubber bit now and remove the simmer ring and order one. And yeah, try to get some lubricant down into the bearing housing and see if I can free up the needle bearing inside of there. Try to save it, but if I can't, I can't. After I've gotten that one out, if I get it out, I'll just come in here with a fine multi-tool saw and just make incisions all around this tube, lift it up and take it out of the boat, and then I'll do the same on the underside of the hull, and the little ring of aluminium that's left in the hull is just going to be cut and taken out. So it is demolition by destruction. That's the that's the way I like it. So I need to record stuff inside of the sugar scoop on an old phone because it's bad lightning in here. So this is the simmering. I'll clean that up and try to find some usable numbers on it. This is the rubber boot. That's just a piece of hose. And this is the lower part, and you can see the sloppiness of the boat work. This is a lip of rubber. It's squeezed in between the sealing surfaces. Yeah. But the solution, I'm pretty sure that Bavaria sold the boat with aluminium tubing threaded onto the housing that should be down here. This housing is in bad nick, and I've probably just fiberglassed this plastic tubing onto it because I don't think there's much left of the threads. So they've done something good, and this plastic tubing is just a PVC pipe, thick walled, and it's in good nick, and I will try to save that because that's a good solution. If I need to, I will cut some threads in the end of it so it will fit onto the housing that I'm gonna mount. So yeah, this one is reusable. I just won't make this mistake. It's just sloppy craftsmanship. If this loose bit of rubber should be somewhere, it should be on the outside. But that's the way life is. It's a good nick, no problems. Clean it up, put it back. This simmering sits in here like so. Easy peasy. And the hose clamps are stuck on my holding tank. So yeah, it's all good. I'll go and find some WD-40 and spray around the bearing and let that sit until tomorrow, and we'll come back then.